think we're live now. Hey, welcome to episode 6 of Stogey Society podcast. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. If you're watching live, if you're watching on the replay, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. So anyways, let's jump right into it. I'll go around and introduce us all. My name's Matt. To my right here is Hugo. Below him, we got Frank. And then, of course, we have our special guest right below me, Veronica and Crespin. So we're going to have a great episode today. And let's see what everybody's smoking first. Hugo, what did you decide to fire up tonight?
I'm going to do a Oliva V Lancero.
Oh, okay, nice.
Hopefully it goes good.
Nice. Frank, what you got?
I'm doing the Island Gym, San Andres.
Okay. Okay. Veronica, what are you firing up this evening?
We both have the Joya de Nicaragua, número uno.
Okay, very nice.
I heard that's
Very
a good cigar.
We thought since we were pairing, we'd be a pair.
Hey, there you go. I like it.
Makes sense.
So, hey, we'll just jump right into the conversation. So, Veronica, let's start with you. So, I know that you are fairly new to smoking, I believe in the past 6 months or so. So, I'm just curious, have you smoked cigars before that? Just once in a while? What got you into where you're at now with cigars?
Really, I've never really smoked cigars before. I actually didn't care for cigars. I didn't like the cigar smell, the smoke smell. My grandfather, when I was younger, always smoked cigars, and it was just a nasty smell to me, so I never liked it. But Crespin likes to try something new every year on his birthday. And so last year he had asked, hey, do you mind? I kind of want to try smoking cigars. And so, thinking about it and the fact that he asked me, I was like, you know what? Go ahead. You want to try something new? You want, you're looking into all these videos, go for it. That's fine with me. And so it kind of just started with there, just trying to support him and just see where it led him to. And then after a while, I was just like, that smells pretty good. Let me try it. So I probably didn't have my own cigar. Probably the first one was probably like in May or June. And I was like, Kristen was like, you'll probably like this because I like coffee and, chocolate and stuff like that. So he was like, when I would try his cigars, I was like, oh, I pick up cocoa or I pick up, it's like cedar type. And I could actually pick up notes without really thinking about it. And so he was like, here, try this one. Here, try this one. What do you get? And so that's kind of where it started from. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, from the time when you first started, was it just kind of whatever Crespin was like, hey, try this? And what types of cigars were those? Was it infused? Was it Connecticut's? Was it bolder ones? What was
trying, I think at first I liked personally when he was smoking the Connecticut's. It wasn't as, for me, it was an easier thing to get into. But Crespin was the one that introduced me to like more, kind of like the sweeter type. But it was the Deadwood brands, the Deadwood and Sweet Jane, I think, was the first one that I tried, and I really liked it. And not just the smell, but I actually could pick up on the sweetness and the taste and everything. And then from there, it just kind of went on to like M by Macanudo, the coffee, and then now the espresso and cream, which I love. And so it kind of went from there. And then he tried the, what was that one? The strong one from...
Oh, the Espinosa Murcielago.
Yeah, that one knocked me on my butt.
Yeah,
I had just started, so that one knocked me out. So we would go, when I first would go with him to the lounges, and I would smoke with him, and then we came home, I had to take a nap. It was just totally calmed me down, so I had to take a nap. So that was kind of my thing at first. I'm taking a nap, I'll see you in like 45, maybe an hour.
Now, have you tried, just with cigars being, and this isn't flavored or anything, but have you tried the Dunbarton Stillwell Star series at all?
No, I have not.
So those are actually blended with pipe tobacco.
I've had a couple, and she's tried them, but this was It was back in December last year.
Yeah, so I
So
really
it's
wasn't really
been a
into it.
while. But she actually has surprised me by actually liking a lot other stuff. The Warp Isla de Cocodrilo.
Oh yeah,
She had that. McAuliffe's Matafina. She loves those.
hmm
Um,
like Isla de Sol.
Isla de Sol.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's still more in flavor, but you've ventured out as more of the non-sweetened stuff, but still
Yeah.
she likes the espresso coffee uh, notes on those.
Well, and
Somebody's dinner's ready. His dinner's
well,
ready.
Sorry. Me.
and what's really cool about you getting started like this is you got Crespin there, who's been into cigars for a little while longer, whereas like myself, I was just going up to like the vape shops and they didn't know anything, so I was just grabbing random stuff. So it's really cool that you're able to have try some of his and then kind of just have a little bit of guidance there. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and there's stuff that I see that I'm like, I'll look it up and I'm like, hey, can we try that one? What do you think about that one? Or like the tatuajes. I love the tatuajes. I got into the Skinny Monsters and now I got their box press, and I love those. And so Crispin's like, all right, fine, it's our first box. I'll buy it for your our anniversary.
Now
So,
do you
yeah.
guys have separate humidors now, or is it just kind
Yeah,
of a free for all?
I took over his his was it your
The acrylic jars.
acrylic
She
jars.
took over the acrylic jars, and then so I was like, well, you have most of your flavored in here anyways. But then we share um, my wooden humidor with all the other sticks, the Tadawais and anything else that we get pairs with, like this Hoya. She's bought a few pairs cigars so so we can smoke them together and have a pairing night. And we're just kind of trying to work out on some time to actually like do reviews together, you know. And that's what we're planning to do on on my YouTube channels, is actually having a couple reviews on there
Uh,
as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't
that's a
see
good
it.
idea.
Yeah, you don't see that very very often or at all. In fact, I've yet to see that.
That's
Yeah,
an
I
original
really like
deal.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah.
it. Hell yeah. I want to
Now,
say what's up to JD and Mikey present here. What's up, guys?
I also real quick, my sister and her husband are watching from Australia. What's up, Mel? Rod?
Stella and Petey, welcome back.
Yeah.
I believe you're on last week's show as well.
I am Sid.
So
Mikey.
now, Veronica, just one last sort of question with how you got started is, what was it with cigar? What was it that got you like, oh yeah, okay, I'm in, boom, I'm going in head first? Was it the fact that you were like, oh my gosh, I am getting these different flavors, this is enjoyable? Was it that, or was it the relaxation you would get from like the nicotine? That was like, because for me, a lot of time getting into cigars, it was that decompression time, that solo time, that just take everything in and calm down sort of stuff. What was it for you?
I think at first it was the fact that I could actually pick up on what I was tasting. I was really excited to be like, Crispin wouldn't say anything. He would just let me, smoke a little bit, and then he'd be like, okay, what do you think? And I'd be like, well, I'm getting this or that, or, and hints of this, hints of that. I said, and it's actually, relaxing, and I enjoyed that. And I think as I realized, trying different cigars and realizing that they're not all the same, that they're different, and each one's unique in its way, I think I was like, this is kind of cool. Okay, I can pick up on this. And the fact that, for me, as a diabetic, I'm all about sweets. So I always pick up the sweet real fast. I'm not really into like salty or stuff like that. So when I got those cigars that were like, the M by Macanudo that had the coffee flavor, that had that little hint, or the, the Sweet Jane that had that sweetness to it, I even like the Java mints, you know, kind of that coffee sweetness to it. I really picked up on it a lot and I liked it. And then it was that relaxation I got afterwards, you know, especially because, you know, I constantly going, my mind's constantly going. And it was just something to be able to spend time with Crispin out here with him and, you know, sharing in something that he's enjoying and that I actually started, you know, to enjoy myself. And so it was just that, you know, wanting to be with Crispin, wanting to spend time with him, wanting to support him and what he's doing, and actually enjoying it myself. And now, you know, being able to go with him to the lounges and pick up some sticks and just sit there and just, you know, talk about our day, talk about whatever, and just enjoy that time with him. You know, I think is really special for us.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie. I am really jealous.
I
There.
just gotta say at the very beginning, she was a big enabler. She's like, I'll be in the lounge. You want to go in the lounge with me? I said, yeah, I'll go. And then while we're in there, she's like, oh, how about this one? Well, how about this one? How about this one? It's like, oh, get this one. I'm like, all right, okay. It's like, I'll try it.
I hope you're not complaining about that, Crispin. I'm like,
No.
just don't say anything. Don't jinx it, bro. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, but Frank, now it's double the budget though.
Yes.
It's double the budget.
Yeah, I got to get her one and then me one. But now she gets her own cigars.
And I
So-
buy him some too. So
Yeah. Like
Okay.
her payday, she'll go in and it's like, oh, look, there'll be days like, hey, can we go to lounge Friday or Saturday night or after work? I was like, okay, sure. And
That's
then
nice.
I'll go and it's like, I'm getting one. I'll just get one, and she'll come back with like a 5-pack. So like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
we're filling up our humidors pretty quick.
yeah.
I like that. That's really cool. What up to AJ there in the comments?
What's up, AJ and Stogey Brody in the house? What's up, man?
Lawrence,
Oh.
thanks for tuning in once again.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
I think we got Erica in the house too. We got
have
another
Erica.
lady of the leaf in the chat, Erica. Good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Mikey. Thanks, bro. Oh yeah. Like the
Tell him,
stream for the algo. I was tripping, man. I thought that as long as people watch your stuff and like comment, it was cool. But the likes trigger the algorithm too, right? I mean, is that
Yes,
that's
yeah. The like is what triggers the algorithm.
oh okay.
More
Yeah,
so
because
than the views.
I was like I don't care, just watch it like. But then somebody said like no, that thing triggers the algorithm. I was like, all right, cool. Well then like it too.
Well, that's why like everyone that makes a video, they always say you like and subscribe. They don't just say you, hey, just subscribe. Hey, just watch.
I just add that to my videos just because it sounds cool. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
So,
Smash that button.
Yeah, smash that button.
Smash that button.
so there's my sister from well, she's from here, but now she's in Australia, and she wants to say good day.
Good day,
Everyone
mate.
from Australia.
Does she smoke cigars as well, Frank?
No,
Oh.
no.
Well, what do you do? Maybe she'll come around. Maybe she'll come around. So so Crespin, I'm also curious for you. So I believe you've been smoking now for about 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Did you smoke occasionally before? Did you not? And what got you to deep dive into it to be where you're at now? What was that turning point, whether you smoked before or not? What was that turning point that got you like, oh yeah, this is amazing. I'm deep diving headfirst into cigars. What did that look like for you?
Well, really, in the past it was more like gas station cigars, you know, White Owls or Swisher Sweets and stuff like that. A few years ago, about 6 years ago, I did have a customer that owned like an antique kind of get together shop, and he had some cigars in there that I liked, but I couldn't figure out what they were and what type they were. They were almost like a hand rolled cheroot or something like that, and they were really good. So we actually had those for our wedding party when we first got together, and afterwards it was I think last year. It's like I actually had a couple customers that was wanting to had clients that opened up an account with me, and they actually were opening up they had a lounge, a cigar lounge, and so that kind of got me more interested. Well, one day walked in, and they smelled like cigars, and I was like, oh, that aroma. It was like, hey, you know what? That sounds pretty cool, you know. So I started once that came in. It's like I kind of started doing some research, looking into them, and then that's when I asked her about it, and then of course, you know, that was first time going in. Wasn't sure what was uh, we went in our local liquor store and just walked in the humidor. I still didn't really understand, okay, what's the difference between cigars and stuff. So I had to ask the person there. And so she kind of guided me on which one to kind of start with. So, of course, I started with the Fat Bottom Betty, but this, but Padron 3000.
That's a good one.
And,
That's a good one.
and then after that, it was what, about 3 weeks later when I had been looking up YouTube videos and stuff like that, and checking out uh, what other stuff to kind of go to, and so uh, we picked up a few more cigars, and then I had a friend that was like, hey, I heard you smoke cigars. He's like, because I posted it for my birthday, and I was like, yeah. So he handed me a box of Evilos cigars. It's like, okay, I hadn't heard from those, but yeah, yeah, I still actually have two of them left, and the box. You know, it was kind of like my first box that was given to me, so kind of cherish, you know, that moment.
Definitely.
And then we were uh, celebrating our fifth anniversary, and so I got the Oliva V. You know, I was like V5. You know, why not? So I got that in a
Yeah.
leather rose, and and then just kept on going from there. And then of course, you know, being on social media, that's where we met some of the guys from like the Cigar Loons, and then now the Cigar Dudes. And you know, it's been a journey. Now I've met all y'all, and just watching videos and doing the podcasts and everything, doing the research. Veronica's been watching me and pretty much being by my side the whole time. So she's picked up lots of stuff, and it's like sometimes she'll just text me out of while I'm at work and like, hey, what about this? Hey, I saw this, and I was like, oh, okay. So she's on her own too. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. You guys, I think it seems like cigars kind of like brought you guys even closer together, and just like cigars brought us
All of
together,
us, yeah.
right? Us
Yeah.
and the other cigar communities we were in. Like, it's awesome. It just brings everybody together.
And it does, because like, when I first got into the cigar stuff, you start talking to a couple of people. Like, I reached out to Hugo, and we didn't realize that, like, in the end, this community kind of just engulfed us, and in a good way, right? And we're just part of it. Like, we got to meet you guys, and I've met you all in person. Like, the only person I haven't met in person yet is Matt, right? But it's still like cool that no matter where we're at, if we're nearby or in town or whatever, we can, hey, call, let's get together. That's a cool part about the cigar community, man. We're family, sort of, but not really. But we are, like, we, you know what I mean?
Family with
It's, it's
with some miles in between.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
right.
No,
And what's
actually, you know
really
what?
Family you get to
This
choose.
is better than family because I don't even get along with my family. So
yeah. And what's really
True.
cool is, like, I've met a few people. Last time I was down in Dallas, Texas for work, there was a bunch of guys down there. They're in another group that I'm in, and a couple different nights went to some different lounges and met different groups of these guys. And it was my first time meeting them in person, but since we've been in all the chats and a little bit of the virtuals, it was just like seeing a friend. It wasn't anything like, oh, I'm meeting you for the first time, even though we were. it was just like, oh, hey, what's up? And we just, boom, jumped right into conversations and cigars. And it was really cool. So.
And that's a cool thing. That's a cool thing. Like you can go to like they just opened up a cigar lounge near here that took whatever, right? But I went to go buy a cigar and I went to go like look around, and there was a group of guys that were sitting around like this badass bottle of Weller, whatever, and I was like, hey, what's going on, guys? Whatever. Hey, come sit down, enjoy a drink with us. And I'm like, I don't even know them, and they were quick to like invite me over and like, you know, offer me a drink when, again, I don't even know them from Adam. I mean, it's just whatever, right? That's a cool part about this stuff. And, you know, when you go into a lounge as a couple, is it different? Like, do you see a difference in how people are with you all, or is it like, I don't know if that sounds like I'm trying to say, right? But
no.
So
halfway through the conversation, I was like, wait, what am I saying?
I know what you're talking about. So like last year, my first time going to a lounge and actually spending time in lounge is like I went to like a Christmas party here at one of the local lounges here, and Veronica was like, I don't want to go.
You didn't invite me that time. You said you were going, and that was it.
No,
it's because I wasn't into the smoking thing then.
Yeah,
so you went.
She really wasn't.
I said, go ahead. I didn't realize it was me 3 hours later, but yeah.
so I go there and I'm all by myself. So I was like, I buy a few cigars and sit there, and then of course, people come and sit down next to you and you bring up a conversation. So, you know, and a lot of them were nice enough that, you know, like you tell them your story. It's like, oh, I just got into it, and they're like, hey, you want another cigars? Like someone saying, hey, you want another beer? I'll buy you a beer, you know? So it's like, I wasn't used to like, you want to buy me another cigar? It's like, they're like $10, you know? It's like, sure. Okay. So like, so I get home smelling like cigars, and she's like, well, you've gone for like 3 hours. So I was like, well, it was conversation. I met some people there, you know, they were really interesting people. And so afterwards she's like, okay, I'm going with you next time.
So
and
the biggest lie you're going to hear, Veronica, is if Christina ever says, hey, I'm only going to go for a couple minutes, lie.
I already know.
Lie.
I mean, the shortest cigar you can smoke is about 45 minutes. So, I mean, that's already like, you know.
But then,
Almost
you know,
an hour.
you got to walk around for about like 15 minutes and look at what other cigars are out there. And by the time you sit down and be comfortable, light your cigar and chill, and, you know, you're already looking at about like 8 hours.
I think the only time I've gone back to the lounge by myself is because she's at work.
I went the next time in January. Yeah. And I understood then. But you know what? It is because for me, you know, being a female coming in, you know, the guys all kind of just look at you for a minute, but then they're watching. And so when I go and pick up my own stick and buy my own stick and I go sit down with Crespin and start smoking, they're like, oh, hey, what's going on? How you doing? And then they come and sit down and chill. Or like last time I went to the lounge, I was sitting with guys I don't even know or watching the football game. It was just awesome. I was just like, okay, cool. And Crispin's over there doing his own thing. So I was like, all right, you know, having a conversation with guys about football games. So I was like, okay, cool. I get it. We're there for about 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah. No, you do really just mingle. It's an easy icebreaker, to be honest with you. Hey, what are you smoking? Oh, I'm smoking this. What are you smoking? Oh, I'm smoking that. Like, icebreaker right there. Boom. And then you chop it up. Like, you know, it's an easy. Yeah.
That's the honest truth, man. Hey, real quick, cigar check.
Cigar check. I think I'm wrapping up the first third, and it's going pretty well. I like these.
Hey, I'm not a huge fan of all of Oscar by this whatever, but this is actually pretty good.
I don't know if it's because of the cold or not. It's like I've had to relight it a couple times.
That the Connecticut one, right?
Or like, or the thick old gloves you have on, maybe.
So Randall is going to be on. Carpenter asked how long he's on vacation. Randall will be back for the December 4th show, and excuse me, DC is just out. He just had a prior engagement, a prior commitment he was at. So that's why DC is not here this evening as well. So he'll probably be on next week's show. So
But the fourth is going to be a good episode. I won't spoil it. We won't say who it is yet, but it's going to be a good episode.
And I did just want to mention too to those in the chat or those watching the replay that the Stogey Society podcast, we are, Frank's been talking with brand owners. We're wanting to get lounge owners on, other people that do content and reviews, but also just regular brothers and sisters of the Leaf. And then of course we'll always have a podcast with just us from time to time, of course, but we're a podcast for the people, I guess. We want to encompass everything, the people who just love to smoke cigars, that watch the content, find out more about them, the brand owners, the lounge owners, all the above, and that's what I think's great about what we're doing. We're just looking to talk to everybody, and
also if y'all like Matt said in one of his videos, if y'all know of any other brands or some people that you think we should bring on our show, please hit us up, send us a DM, and we'll reach out and or if y'all want to be a part of the show, let us know. I mean, we have no problem bringing people on, man. It's fun just to talk to everybody. It's no matter what. It's just that's the fun part. We can find a conversation. It's like Hugo was saying, no matter what it is, we can find a conversation with anybody.
Just have a good microphone,
please. Yeah.
Or talk like a robot.
Or make sure you have batteries in your fire detector.
Hey, Mystical Songbird said her name is Mel. Get it right.
Yeah, that's my sister, Mel.
And so Crespin, I've seen you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Hugo.
Cajun Cigar Rat. I think it's the first time we've seen them here. Welcome.
Yeah, he's part of the dudes.
Cigar dudes.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
Glenn.
okay.
Hey, Glenn.
Very cool.
Welcome, Glenn.
And so Crespin, that's kind of what I was gonna ask you about was Cigar Dudes podcast. When did you start getting in with them and being on the show there?
So last year in like August, it's like I had messaged or was kind of talking to Randy on TikTok, and then we just started talking with them, and then it just kind of built up, or you met somebody else and somebody else met somebody else, and we just all got together. And around January, Randy was like, hey, we can get to a podcast and do some stuff. And when Randy gets something stuck in his mind, he's a go-getter, and he did a lot of stuff, getting our website going and getting a podcast going, and so we had I think February we kind of like had one of our first shows. It gets rocky start, but just once you do a multiple, you start getting into routine. And the dudes, we are unscripted, so we don't really have anything planned out. We do a little research on what stuff going. I do a lot of research on like different type of cigars and like the history of the bands and the people, so it kind of helps knowing who you have a guest on. And then Maddie, he's our bull, Maddie the bull. He's really the bully. he he goes cold calls and emails and shoots people out. So and then he fanboys on whoever calls back. so he gets our guest people around, and everybody has a little part of doing everything. Glenn's our hype man. He like hypes everything up. Randy's the host. So it's like everybody has a part on what it is on the show.
And it's a great show.
It is really good.
And we've done a lot of giveaways, which thankfully with like Glenn and them and some of the guests that we have, they're so generous and giving back to the community and stuff like that. And then of course, we have a lot of respect for our veterans, so we we kind of hooked up with like the Toro cigar guys or cigar
He's always
company.
on. I think
So,
I like when y'all have Ish from Banff.
yes.
That dude is a crazy motherfucker. Like that dude, like he's from a cigar brand, but he's such a cool dude, but he's feisty.
I mean, he's the Spaniards, the Samuel L. Jackson.
Hugo's having a
So I think didn't Randy just shave his goatee off?
no that Maddie.
No, that was Maddie.
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 I'm getting the names mixed up. I think he just shaved.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they sweetened the pot for him. He got a couple
yeah, he got some good
convictions
cigars.
and some other cigars and stuff like that. And he shaved off. Now he's already, 5 o'clock shadow. He has more
Facial hair than
more
you.
facial hair than I do, and I shaved on Halloween night.
Oh, there's a good question from Mel. Which cigar is your favorite, guys? And of course, that's a tough one.
Atabay. Atabay. Not tough at all. Atabay.
Okay. Veronica, Crespin, do you guys currently have a favorite? Like, oh man, right now this one's my favorite.
I do. I'll let you go first.
It's right now I had to go and get some because I know it's gonna be they're not gonna sell it anymore. It's a Matafina from McAuliffe because I love that one. But I really do like my coffee and espresso one from M by Macanudo. That's like one of my go-tos when I, running low on everything else. So I kind of just grab one of those.
That's a really
Mine
good one.
is the Osaka San Andreas Puro.
Mm.
It's a box press. That's my go-to. I mean, if I can get it, I will share that stick with everybody as I can.
Yeah, he gave me one already. I can't wait to smoke that one.
So that's from Edgar Hoyle, and I like that stick. And he also does a Lancero also in the same Lancero in the same San Andreas.
Mm.
Somebody say Lancero. Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
Speaking Hugo's language.
I know.
I know.
So
that's why I
talking
brought
my love language now.
it.
all of a sudden, he becomes the Dos Equis man over here. I don't always smoke Lanceros, but when I do, it's a Lancero.
No, I don't always smoke cigars, but when I do, it's a Lancero.
There you go.
No, that's it.
I like that
You
one.
gotta have the little thin pencil mustache though.
Good.
So with that said, Hugo, what would your favorite cigar be? It's obviously going to be in Lancero form.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think I have a favorite. I have a few that I like a lot. For example, the Árabe Lancero, I fucking love that one. This one, it's a great cigar, man. It's if you get it on a deal, it's a $4 cigar, Oliva V. I also like the Robusto and for the Oliva V. It's pretty good. Robusto or double Robusto? It's like all chocolate, literally, like from start to finish. What other cigars do I like? Like more higher end, like the DC Personal Reserve is a really good one for me. Man, the one that Frank sent me, the Potoro, I really like that cigar, and he's gonna send me some
Yeah.
Lanceros too, so I gotta try that one.
That's definitely a good one.
Yeah. I mean, and obviously, like whatever Cubans I could get my hands on, they're always good for me. But
I'm gonna reach out to you, compa. I definitely want a freaking Cuban, man. They're hard to hell to find.
yeah, and the ones that we're able to get, you're not gonna have any draw issues, so they'll be good. Honestly, like just because I'm just so busy like trying new cigars and recording new cigars, I don't really have a favorite. I have a lot that I enjoy, I guess.
That makes
Fair enough.
sense. And I think for me, it's the same thing. It's a really tough question of what's your favorite cigar, because there's a good handful that are just so good that I come back to.
Mhm.
But for me, I'll do it three ways. One, Cubans will be 2018 Romeo Julieta Wide Churchill, and I haven't had anything older than 2018, so I'm sure those would be just as good. But the Wide Churchill for Cuban, for a New World that's it's expensive, so I don't have a bunch of them. But Atabey Black is an amazing cigar.
Oh, man, I want to have that one.
It's amazing. And then the third one, just at a more affordable rate, would be the Dunbarton Barba Amarilla. It's a small batch exclusive, and it's a great cigar. I bought the 3-pack just because I didn't want to buy a whole box, because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. So I bought the 3-pack, smoked all 3, and was like, yeah, I'm getting a box of this. So those would be my top 3 between Cuban, high end, and normal end. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but it's tough. We could talk in 3 months. I might have 3 different ones that are top ones, because we're all ones, and you guys too. It sounds like are ones where it's like always, you got your go-tos, like, oh man, yeah, I want to have this for just a good, I know what I'm getting out of it, but I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to try this.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking what you guys said about doing a YouTube thing with a couples review. I got to tell you, I'm excited for that.
I am too. Yeah, definitely.
That would be awesome. Hell yeah. They make it happen. They actually have good skits on or cameos on TikTok. And I think it's your page, Crespin.
Yes.
Yeah, the Cigar Apostle, right? Because I follow
Cigar
you
Apostle
on TikTok. And man, they got some pretty funny reels on there. It's pretty cool. I crack up all the time. Yeah, you guys do a good job.
I'm gonna have to go follow you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Don't get scared. By the way, don't get scared, because it's not gonna be Sober Cigars or Matt. It's gonna be like some.
It's gonna be Matt the Realtor.
Oh, there you go, Matt the Realtor. Just look at the picture, zoom in on the picture, and it's. Don't worry, don't be scared.
And sometimes you might see me in your YouTube as Matt in the Morning. That's my food channel. So
as long as you're not in my DMs trying to say, "Hey, come check out my lives."
I'm
no, thank you.
I'm cooking some chalchicha today. You want to come see?
Why is Matt not wearing a shirt?
Yeah. On TikTok, I'd be hitting you up in the DM, see if you want to buy or sell a house. That'd be what's going on there, the Matt the Realtor account. So, but no, actually on TikTok was mainly just doing I make epoxy cups and different epoxy stuff, and so on TikTok, a lot of my stuff is some random stuff, but I got a lot of like me making cups, and if I go live, I haven't done it in months and don't plan on doing it, but I would go live where I would make a cup live, put the epoxy on it, and do all the stuff, and yeah, cool. It was fun.
So talking about like Cubans and all that, when I first started, I had friends like, yeah, I started smoking cigars. I'm pretty sure y'all got that same question when you first started, or meet new people or people you already know that find out that you're smoking cigars, and that one question is, have you smoked a Cuban? So it's we've been lucky that within it's been a year, like within a year that we kind of started, we actually we were gifted a Cuban, and we were able to try that, and it's so at least it's one little check mark on our box, and when somebody asks, have you smoked a Cuban? Yes, we have.
That's good.
It's like, did we enjoy it? And it's like, it was good. We've had a lot of, for the price and what we can get another, our hands on another one. It's kind of like, well, yeah. but we enjoy all the other stuff. So, and it's bargain hunting and trying to get the prices going for the cigars that we can find, and we both enjoyed Actually, when we smoke something, she'll, I guess because she is a female, that she can, her taste buds are a little bit different. So there may be a note that whenever we're sharing one or trying to smoke in the same stick, it's like I won't get one of the notes, but she can, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So
That's what's going to be so great about doing the couples review. I'm looking forward to being able to watch you guys review a cigar and see what each of you kind of get. That's going to be really neat.
Yeah.
So somebody has a question. Did you have cigars at the wedding?
the
Oh wait,
we technically got married twice. The first time we didn't have no cigars because we weren't into it, but the second time,
Well,
uh,
you shared a cigar with your boys. I didn't really care for them then, so you were outside smoking.
oh yeah, that's right, we
Yeah, you
did.
did. Yeah.
We did have I don't know what type of cigar it was, but we did have a cigar, and it wasn't just boys because Victoria smoked one too.
Oh, yeah, it's Victoria.
But when we did our church wedding this year, um, we did have cigars afterwards.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got Cigar Dudes podcast themselves in the house.
Hey guys.
That's cool.
Randy.
That's cool. What else we got going on in the chat? Just a bunch of Australian brand cigars.
They're
I didn't know that was a thing.
I think I've seen them in comments before.
yeah.
Do they?
I'm
Do they grow tobacco there?
That's what I was telling my sister. I don't know if they do. I think they I know they do sell like Cubans and other brands, but that I'm aware of. I know Australia has a lot like real strict guidelines when it comes to tobacco. The taxes on the tobacco they have over there is ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah, like
in Australia, really? Is it as bad as like Canada? Like that, similar to?
it's as bad, or if not, probably worse than Canada, because I guess they really don't want people to smoke.
I think they're raising the age group like every year they raise it one more year.
whoa!
Hey, Veronica's getting a lot of love tonight, man.
Hey,
Veronica is the sister. She's the Shiznitz. What's up, the couple? Yeah,
Look.
yeah.
Here pretty soon I'll be tuning into the Cigar Dudes, and I'll be like, "Where's Crespin? There's Veronica."
I know.
So, Frank, maybe we can. Go ahead,
As
go
I
ahead,
always say,
Crespin.
she's our unofficial dudette.
Support behind the scenes.
Yes.
Since your sister's in down in Australia, you said
Yeah.
maybe we can have her send us some cigars so we can try them if there's like actual
No,
Australian brands.
we'll look it up, and if there is, definitely I'll have her send us some like that I'm aware of. No, but I mean, you never know. There might be. I'll have her send me some.
I'm just not wearing my hat today, bro. I mean, I straight from the office, so I have gel on.
A little bit of moco they got it, gorilla.
Like,
Not mine.
hey, looking pretty spiffy there, Matt.
Yeah, it was. Had to get a cut.
Cigar check.
Oh man, I'm rounding off the last third. This one's burning pretty quick, or either that or I really like it.
So I just want to mention, I always just like to be honest about the cigars. So I always brag on Perdomo, the construction, right? That's why I grab them. It's a solid, on the Peter scale, they're all solid B tiers, good go-tos. I know what to expect. But this one's been tunneling on me the whole time.
Oh man.
So what do you do?
Look at what Ben just said.
My wife won the muffler from BAMF.
Oh, dude, that
She
was
might
a
cut the
huge
monster
cigar.
up and make me pipe tobacco. That stick is too crazy. Nah, Ben, that's a video. That's a review. How big is that cigar, guys? Isn't that a 24-inch cigar? Is that right, Crespin?
24 inch.
Yeah.
What about the gauge?
By
What was the gauge?
25 inches.
It was like a
or
120 gauge.
it's like 20 gauge.
It's a huge cigar.
120 gauge.
That's a quick morning smoke right there,
Yeah,
For
you started in
Ro-
the morning.
for
You end the
Roger.
next morning.
if you're Roger from Working Man, that's a quick.
Oh,
quick
we got the Woof in the house.
Hound Dog giving you
How
a
does-
shout out.
How does Matt know about that? Matt knows everything, man. He's on
Matt,
it.
yeah. That's
He is like, yeah, he knows all.
Oh man.
He knows all and sees all. He's like Santa Claus. Sees you when you're sleeping. Knows when you're awake. Comes down your chimney and drops off cigars. If you're bad, you get like factory smokes. I don't know.
So how did you guys meet? If you don't mind me asking. oh, wait.
Match.com.
wow.
That's how I met my wife. Are you serious?
Match.com. Yes, Match.com.
Match.com.
Wait, is that a swipe left or a swipe right? No,
It's not that kind of
how it
stuff.
works?
No.
No. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just hear people say like swipe left or right on those dating sites.
No, that's the wrong app. That's the wrong app.
Oh, that's the wrong answer. Oh man.
Match,
That's
and then
like-
you hit the match button.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I had just left the convent. I was actually in religious life for on and off about 10 years, discerning to become a sister or not. And in February of 2017, I discerned out. I felt God calling me to something else. And so I was able to leave in May, completely out of formation. And so I was back at home, in San Antonio Shirts area, living with my family again and just trying to figure out what I was going to be doing. And my friends kept getting on me because, I was discerning, I was out. So getting back into the world and getting back into work and, back into, keep going to church and stuff and my friends. And they're like, you got to go out. You got to meet new people. You got to, I was like, leave me alone. And I had 5 friends who had actually met all their husbands on Match.com. And they're like, you got to do it. It's a free week. And I was like, if I do it, will y'all leave me alone? Because I was like, I'm not really looking to meet anybody at all. I was just, that's not something I had even thought about. And so I was like, okay, fine. So I signed up for the free week. I met some really weird people. And I was like, this is really not for me. This is just not it. And so it was like the last couple of days of it. And I just happened to get a message from Crespin. And I was like, all right, I'll try one more time and see if I can make a friend. And so we just really hit it off. I mean, we met at the mall. You can meet at a public place, right? Because you don't know these people.
Right.
And my family was like, you're going to meet like a serial killer and all this and that. And I was like, he doesn't seem like it. But we met at the mall and it was like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. We sat talking and we just really hit it off. We had a lot in common and we've been together ever since, actually. Every weekend, we spoke on the phone every day, every night. I mean, it was pretty cool. And so, yeah, we've just been together since then. And
how long ago was that?
Subscription.
How long ago was that?
7 years now.
7 years.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
Wow,
Hey,
that's awesome.
that's a very lucky number too. It's a good number, 7.
Yeah.
So together for
this year-
7 and married for 5, right?
6.
6 years now.
6. Got it. Very cool.
Oh yeah, congrats.
I saw a comment from Sam. Sam was in here, and I saw a comment was asking who the guests are.
Oh
have
yeah, did I
Veronica.
just skip through that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no big deal. I just joined
Yeah.
for the guest tonight. We have Veronica and Crespin, a married couple. They're going to start their own YouTube thing doing couples reviews. Crespin is on Cigar Dudes podcast. They both have their own Instagrams. You guys want to plug your Instagrams too?
So
For everybody?
mine's the Cigar Apostle on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok.
And I just started my Instagram, so it's La Cigar Dueña 79. And yeah, so I just started, so I had some friends and family on there, and then all of a sudden I started getting a lot of all these other people wanting to follow and send me messages, and I was like, I don't know any of these people, so I'd have to turn to Crespin. You know this person, because he's on the Cigar Dudes, and all of a sudden everybody started following Crespin, and they're like, oh, who's this? So now I got people on there, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll post more stuff now. I don't really know how to do it, but Crespin's been helping. So
Yeah, that name's gonna get you attention. La Cigar Dueña,
yeah.
the what is it? Translate to the
Cigar female cigar boss. right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like
Yeah,
La
cigar
Dueña
box.
is it translates to exactly.
Yeah.
To like a nice.
I googled it.
Chat GPT or what?
I did. I was like,
ChatGPT?
what does that mean?
Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
No, don't look up shit in Urban Dictionary, please. Do not.
And 79 is that
It's my birth year.
oh okay.
I just figured to throw 79 in there. But yeah,
Okay.
no, I come from, my mom was a very strong woman, independent, single mother of 5. And she taught us that, well, she taught the girls that we didn't need a man, that we could do everything ourselves. And that's only because she lost her husband at a very young age. She was 27 years old with 3 little kids.
Oh my
And
God.
had to come back from California to San Antonio, back home. And she did her thing. And so my mom was a very strong, independent woman, didn't take anything from any man, anybody. And so that's what she instilled in us. So that's pretty much what, Crispin's really supportive in the fact that I am very independent a lot of times. And I have to remember that I got, a husband that's supposed to help me carry, to lean on. And sometimes I don't have to do everything by myself, but that's where I got it. My mom was very big on being independent and being able to do things for ourselves.
I like that.
That's
I
cool.
got 2 little ones, 2 little girls, and that's how I want them to be as well. So I like that.
So Matt's asking what's worst cigar now that you guys have had?
Yeah, Frank, let's start with you just like we did last time. What's the worst cigar? We'll go around.
I won't say the same one I said last time, which was the Monte Cristo. I think the new bad cigar I had, in fact, I had it like recently, is the Freud Super Ego. That one is like a $20-something stick, and it sucked. It was just a horrible stick.
I thought you liked it, bro. Your post said it kind of seemed like you liked it.
No, the post is one thing. Is the post? I didn't even put what if I liked it or not. I just put enjoying it. But like, at the time, no. So like, what happens is the when I first posted,
Lies,
I'm enjoying
lies.
it. I am enjoying it. But what happens
Okay.
is with time you start smoking and you're like, oh shit, this is a bad cigar. That one was a bad cigar.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I was just assuming, you posted it after you were done, and you it seemed like you liked it. I don't know. That
See-
post is kind of
Again, it goes back to like I post before I really like review it because I'm just posting
okay.
at the time. I do it real time as I'm smoking, but then like that was bad. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
he's just catfishing everybody. That's all it is.
That's what you gotta do, bro. It's clickbait. It's not catfishing. It's clickbait.
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 Cigar
Hound
bait.
dog. Hound dog, pound it, bro. What's up, Sosa?
So, Veronica,
Hey, so
Crespin,
sorry.
what about you guys? What's a cigar you've had that is just no good?
One I had was it's a Lion's Arms. It had a friend give it to me, and I couldn't get past the first third. I literally just put it down. It just was not. That's all I'm going to say. I couldn't do it. It could have been just that cigar at the time. It's the only one I've had on them, but it could have been just that batch or something. But that's the only one that I actually can remember that I actually put down.
I don't think I've had one yet. I think when it first started, just not, knowing what I was looking for, I'd be like, tell Crispin, oh, no, thank you. No, not again. But I don't remember what they were, so I don't even know. I didn't really smoke them, by myself. But I think one of the first ones Crispin had that he liked that I could not stand the smell of.
Okay, so when
Here
we
you
first
go.
started, wasn't really didn't have that uh, knowledge on a lot of cigars. So uh, I was starting at looking at beginner cigars, and the liquor store had one. It was the Cuba Cuba. It was an acid. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh, so okay. I was like, all right, I'll try it. Try it. It's like because I thought I'd pick, get something in. Well, by the time we got home and all that, I ended up noticing it's a Cuba Cuba Candela. So I was like, oh, it's not the regular Cuba Cuba. So it was, had like major florality on it, and
mm,
it was really smoky and strong, and I liked it. I actually liked it, and I've actually had two, but that first time I had it, uh, it like lingered. It lingered on my clothes. Veronica didn't hated it. It's like it actually lingered in my mouth. For like 2 days. I felt like I could taste it still. Brush your teeth, whatever mouthwash, it just could feel it. I was like,
No.
oh, but then afterwards, like 3-4 months later, trying all these other cigars, is like cleanse the palate, try something back. So I grabbed another one, and it was a lot different. And the second time around, but it, it's more like it's a fun stick, you know. It wasn't something to take serious on it. I mean, it's still a premium cigar, of course it's infused and all that, but it was a fun stick, and will I smoke it again? Probably in the future, but you don't know if you like it, if you want to,
Mm.
it's like drinking, you drink whiskey and all that, but then you drink Jaeger for some reason. That's not a fun. I mean, it's a fun drink, but not a good drink.
Right.
So, I know Matt, you don't really drink, but you get the idea.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hugo, I'll go last on a recent bad cigar. Hugo, what do you got?
Recent bad cigar. I don't know. I don't think I've had any bad cigars. I'm old, man. My memory is like all these freaking notes I write down. I forget, bro. Like I seriously I forget. I blanked out. But I know I always mention the Oscar Valladares. That one took my butt.
The leaf one or what?
No. It's called the Oscar.
Oh,
It
that's
does come in a leaf also, but it's just called the Oscar by Oscar Valladares.
I get you.
And then I smoked a Herrera Esteli, the green band. I think it's a Habano Oscuro, maybe. Man, that cigar was trash too. Like for me, at least, like it was bad. It was like all charred and like all nasty. Not good. Other than that, what else? I don't know. I can't remember any recent cigars. Those were like back when I first started my channel. So I mean, about a year ago. So that's all I got.
So I just want to have a caveat on bad cigars is like sometimes we can get duds. Sometimes it could be over humidified, under humidified, but if I have one and it's not good, I've had people say, "Oh, we'll try it again," and no, I'm not going to spend my money and try it again. I just can't. But for me, the most recent one was just last week. Now I just recently, a while back, got into pipe tobacco. And I'm enjoying it. And Seattle Pipe Club makes really good pipe tobacco. I've been enjoying their blends with pipe tobaccos. Well, they also make a cigar. Seattle Pipe Club, what is it? Plum pudding, I think it is. Anyways,
Oh.
I was like, you know what? I enjoy their pipe tobacco. And then going to the Dunbarton Stillwell Stars, which are blended, they have pipe tobacco in there. I'm like, I like the Stillwell Stars. I like Seattle Pipe Club pipe tobacco. Let me try their cigar.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was a Habano wrapper. I think a Habano binder. Anyways, we're getting attacked.
Hey, get those guardians out of here. Those little chihuahuas.
And for me, the way that pipe tobacco was blended with the cigar was just, I got a little over halfway through and I was doing a review for it and I was just like suffering through it. And I was like, I can't. I had to put it down. So that was my most recent one that I just had to put down.
Now,
Okay.
so I kind of want to start in a few pipes. It's like really, I just have one, and I've smoked out of it a couple times, but there's some stuff that I want to at least try, but haven't ventured on that. Veronica pretty much said, one vice at a time. But it's like
True.
I did see that there's one company that actually have like shavings or cuts of cigars so you can put in your pipe. It's like a cigar cut blend. I'm not sure if it's just shavings or whatever they pick up off the floor, but that just, it seems like. What do you think? It's like a novelty type thing or something to kind of check out.
I'm too new to it. I'd say check it out. Now, when it comes to pipes, I would say also try a variety between aromatics and non-aromatics. And hit me up. I can send you. I'll send you. Hit me up on the side later on this week, whenever. I can send you some samples of some different stuff just to try out. I've got a ton of different stuff. I can send you some that taste like you're eating. It tastes like candy corn. You know, the little Halloween little snack.
Nice.
Right. Is that the warped?
I think it is the warped. If Peter's still in here, maybe he'll say what it is. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it tastes just like candy.
The scarecrow.
I think it is
the scarecrow. Yeah.
The scarecrow.
And then there's one called Maple Shadows. I mean,
yes, those are actually the two that I was kind of interested in.
Gotcha. Yeah, hit me up. I can send you some samples if you want, just different stuff just to try out. You know, give it a try. It's good stuff.
So,
hey, I think Frank, I think your sister had a question on pairings. Hugo,
yeah,
is that
yeah. So she asked, have you guys paired up a good cigar with a good whiskey or bourbon? And if yes, which drink, or just whatever drink y'all pair your favorite pairing for your cigar?
No. Your sister wants bourbon and whiskey, bro. She's a.
But I'm being nice to this guy over here.
Well, the question was bourbon and whiskey, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, because I get
it. Is she a bourbon whiskey drinker?
My sister, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So here I'm gonna say a story about her real quick. So one year for Christmas, she got me a bottle of, I don't even know what whiskey or bourbon, and I was like, oh, thank you. You know, so I was putting it away in my little box to like take back with me, and she's like, why don't you open your box that I got you? And I'm like, okay. I swear to goodness, this woman polished off about half of my bottle. I'm like, well, what was the gift about? Why?
Oh man, you shouldn't have done that, man. Mel, throw a story in the chat. In fact, what's your Instagram so I can throw you the link? You can come on here.
Oh, thank goodness she doesn't have an Instagram. I don't think she has an Instagram.
She'll be next week's guest.
You messed up, bro. You messed up with that one right there. You set yourself up for that one, Frank. Well, does Crespin and Veronica, do you guys drink alcohol or no?
Yeah, they do. Do y'all drink? Yeah,
Yes.
So you have you paired whiskey, bourbon with the cigar, or
do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite cigar that you pair with a favorite whiskey, or is it just random?
I think it's random right now. So we're kind of venturing into different types of whiskey still. Right now, most of it is either Weller or Wild Turkey 101. She likes some of her the sweetened ones that she likes, the coffee ones and all that. She's gone with what is it, Bollington that has like coffee. What is it, chocolate and toffee?
The mocha or the toffee or the caramel turtle, I think is the new one I tried.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll also do a couple IPAs. If it's a stronger stick, and I know it's a little bit stronger stick, I'll do something lighter, Miller Lite. You know, it's just something sparkly. You know, that's not like
basically water, Miller Lite water. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
This episode is sponsored by Voodoo Ranger.
You know, we were doing.
Dude, I wish it would sponsor us.
We were doing Topo Chico for a while, and
Oh,
did some IPAs.
Topo Chico's. That's
good.
a good non-alcoholic pairing with any cigar. I mean, any mineral water, to be honest with you. But Topo Chico's really good. It's very mineral rich.
We've actually hit the HEB version of the mineral water because.
Right.
Like the lime on there is actually more pronounced.
Yeah.
Or
So
the flavors are actually more pronounced.
HEB is like our local Texas, like
Yeah. We got TikTok, bro. I've seen it.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I think I sent you the Ziploc bag on my first bomb.
Oh yeah.
That was HEB Texas stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all heave.
That's
What's
all like
heave?
Texas. It's like Walmart for us over here on the West Coast, right? Like,
So that HEB. Remember that time I sent you the picture of me drinking a beer while I'm shopping?
Yeah.
That's at HEB.
okay. Ooh, this cigar has a lot of smoke, man. It's good.
So I want to talk on pairings just for a quick minute. Obviously, I don't drink alcohol anymore, but what I've been wanting to do, I just haven't gotten around to getting the ingredients to do it, is I've been wanting to come on here with a non-alcoholic, whether it's a non-alcoholic mixed drink or like a craft root beer or something like that.
This guy.
Just for anybody that might be watching that doesn't drink, just to show something. But if I'm having a cigar for a first time, I really just have water with me. But, Oh, yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Eating
So
some
Oh.
Australian cigars.
crikey.
I'll
So
tell
that's
you
one
what
thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's one thing that we have is Maddie. He's 21 or 22 years sober
Oscar.
also.
Wow.
So when we got together back in it was July,
July, I think.
I think it was July, and it's like I had brought everybody, or I brought everybody something, and so I didn't know what he would like, so I brought him all assorted of root beers, So root beer is a pretty good one to pair with the cigars, and that's what
Yeah,
we've had.
root beer is pretty good.
Sarsaparilla, I like sarsaparilla with mine.
Sarsaparilla's really good. Yeah. There's a couple breweries here that make their own like root beer and sarsaparilla, and it's spot on, dude. Like they're amazing. We go to like little towns nearby, and we'll take my in-laws. They don't drink, but I swear to goodness, they go crazy with the craft root beer. Like it's so good. I'll send you someone if I have a chance, Matt, so you can try them out.
Heck yeah.
So the most expensive cigar you've tried and it didn't live up to your expectations or to its expectations.
That's a good question.
I'd say for me, it's the for the price tag, the Plasencia Dragon. It's a good cigar, but not for what is it, $50, 45?
I think it's 40 something. Yeah.
Because I bought that box for $4.50. So, but I got a deal on it. I got $50 off, I think. So it was 50 regular price. So that one for me that I could remember. Yeah.
Mine would be and I like the cigar. It's a good cigar. But what is it? The Davidoff Maduro that's $52, I think it is, or 54.
Oh yeah.
It came in a sampler pack, a small batch, and so I didn't pay the MSRP obviously for it, but that one, it was a good cigar, but I wouldn't pay $54 for it. I'd pay 25. I'd pay 25. I'd probably even pay. I might even pay $30 for that one. But the 54 you've had that, Hugo, haven't you?
Yeah, I actually just had it. The review's not out yet, but yeah, I totally agree with you. It's a good cigar, but it's not a $54 or at least I don't know what I didn't make the cigar. Like I can't speak like where they sourced out their tobaccos or whatnot. Maybe they had to pay extra for their import fees. I don't know, but yeah, it's totally for me. I wouldn't pay the $54. It was gifted to me, thankfully. But yeah, no.
And if it came in another sampler pack, I'd be excited to smoke it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Sampler, yeah.
What about you guys down below there?
Yeah, Crespin.
So I don't know. Well, I've had a few that were around that I paid like 17 or $18 for that I would consider that they were more closer to maybe a 10, 12, maybe $12 stick, or even had one which I can't remember because some of them were given to me too that I know what the price point was, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't have paid 17 for this, maybe $8. This would be just
Yeah.
everyday stick but for $8. Now, what I paid for and some stuff, they were all good because I haven't ventured out to paying anything over price tag. The only ones I've had and I did enjoy that I did pay a little bit too much for was the Andalusia Bull, the Amazon Basin. I didn't have the Padron 1926 #2, and which was a good stick, but other than that, it's just some of those sticks that were like $17 that I can't think of the top of my head which one they were that would probably be more of an $8 to $12 stick than what the price tag was.
Sense.
I really
She
haven't
hasn't
ventured.
had that much.
I haven't ventured there yet.
Okay.
We'll circle
did
back
line
to you
up,
in 6
though.
months.
Yeah. So
Right?
so for me, it's the Monte Cristo 1935 Diamante was not worth the $24, and I had the Padron 1926 Natural. I hated that cigar so bad, and that cigar is I mean, it's a pricier cigar, not too pricey, but that was one that just did not meet anywhere near this price tag at all.
Okay, that's fair.
Hey,
All right,
let's hope
so
Bitcoin gets above 100K because everybody's getting a box of Addy B's from Jay.
yeah.
Sharing the wealth.
I'm with the Dogecoin. As long as Dogecoin is going up, I'm okay with. That's Elon Musk coin, whatever.
Currency,
Yeah.
virtual currency.
Cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah,
So-
cryptocurrency.
So Stella and Petey Bulldogs there has a good point. Worst cigar? Any cigar with a sluggish, terrible draw. Oh, it sucks to get a cigar and it's got construction issues. You know.
I've had a lot. I mean, I've had Don Carlos's that have draw issues. I've had what I have had Plasencias that had draw issues. In fact, I think I reviewed the one that had a draw issue. The green the Alma. What's the green band? Alma
Fuerte? Alma Fuerte?
Alma Fuerte. Yeah, like the Toro. That one had a bad draw, a funky burn line. For me, it's like if the burn line is like super askew, like throughout the whole cigar, it's such a turnoff for me. Like I just like I'm like I'm not into the cigar, you know. What else? That's pretty much all I can. But yeah, I mean, it could happen in any
sticks.
cigar. To be honest with you,
Any cigar. I think AZ had a Night Commander the other day, and I think his was plugged. I don't know if I didn't message him to see if he got it freed up or anything, but he had a Night Commander. That's a $40 cigar. And
I
his
had
was
a Padron 40th that was hard to draw.
My
I mean, it was a good stick, but I'm just trying it. You know,
yeah, the Atabey that I had a horrible draw. Like it took me a while for it to like finally, like once I found where that plug was and I was able to like move past it. Amazing cigar, but it was just horrible. Like it was like I don't even know how to describe how bad it was, man. But once you get past that, it was just a beautiful cigar. But
and it can happen with any of them.
exactly.
You know? You get that one made on a Friday at 5 p.m. It's quitting time. Just roll it up quick. Boom, go.
Hey, didn't you have a Andalusian Bull, Matt? That you ended up breaking it.
Yeah. I ended up doing a video of cutting it open.
Yeah,
Check it out.
yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, I couldn't get anything out of it. I was using the draw tool on it and everything and nothing. I finally was like, let me just cut the end of this off, let it die. Let's cut this thing open, do a video. And there was nothing in there. There was no stems or there was nothing that would lead to like, oh yeah, look at this giant twig in here. Nothing.
But, I mean, it could have been that the leaf might have bent in a ways where it just was cutting off the airflow.
Yeah. I had that with a bowl.
Yeah, when I saw you do that, I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
for science.
For science.
Well, I was like, well, I can't smoke it. We might as well cut it open. Let's see what she looks like on the inside here. And it was fun. I mean, it wasn't fun because that was an Andalusian bowl, but
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Which
But,
That would be the Drew Estates M81. That was
Oh.
my first try. I was like, I couldn't retrohale it. The second one was the Murcielago.
Oh yeah, that one was
Espinosa.
that was pepper for me.
That
Yeah.
made me cough.
Ooh.
Hey, if you guys can, if I think they're still out there, the Murcielago, the TAA one from last year. If you guys haven't tried that one and you run across it or see it online, you should get it. I like that one better than the normal Murcielago. It's not as heavy of a hitter. You should try that one if you come across it, the TAA Murcielago. I think it's got a gold band, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know which one I had one back when I first started smoking. It was a Dunbarton, and it was I think it was a Lancero, and it was a good cigar. But man, I was on fire. My lips, it was a pepper bomb. If I've ever had a pepper bomb, I thought somebody just dumped pepper and cayenne in my mouth. I can't remember which one it was. So I guess I should have got that Lancero box they came out with to try to find it, but.
That one probably, if it's a Lancero from Dunbarton, that was the Now Leave Me Alone Lancero,
Could have been.
because he only has the two, the Now Leave Me Alone one, and then the new box that he just came out with. That
Okay, it would be that one then, because this was
Go fuck yourself.
about 10 months ago or so.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's what it'd be.
For me, it was the Blackwork Studios Killer Bee.
Oh,
Fuck
really?
that one. Yeah. Good cigar at a certain point, but then the pepper just shot up, and I was like, ooh, it's up there. Blackwork Studios, Black Label Trading, they have their real pepper bombs. They're a lot peppery.
yeah, I have like 5 of them that I'm working through.
Yeah.
yeah, I've had a lot. Was it the one you sent me, the Warfighter one, the dumpster fire? Man, that thing.
Yeah, but Matt likes it. Oh,
I
Matt.
like that one. I've only had it once a long time ago, so we'll see.
But
I'll review it.
I really liked it. That's why I sent it. Like I bought, because they're cheaper. They're the cheaper version of like their, because they use all the clippings of their brands. That's their like Papa Fritas. But again, it goes back to like I had a couple of good ones, and you just might have gotten the peppery ones.
But remember, I retrohale like every other puff.
Yeah.
So
I
it
don't.
makes a big difference, dude, when you
Big
retrohale that much. And it's not like if I do it like it's honestly it's subconsciously, like I just do it. You know, I maybe I I do the draw half like in the mouth and then like half on the nose, or even like a full one. Like unconsciously, I'm like talking or whatnot. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That one was pretty intense. The warhead that Matt sent me, that was pretty intense. But I think it simmered down a little bit at the end. The Artesano del Pulpo, the first third, oh man, that thing is like in your face for the first third, and then it's a ride home. Yeah, there's a lot, man. You know what? Even like the higher end, like I recently smoked a lot of the higher end, like Arturo Fuentes, like aniversarios and all that stuff. They start off pretty heavy, man, for me at least, and then they kind of simmer down. But then again, I smoke them first thing in the morning on a fresh palate, you know, just drinking coffee because I want to get the full experience on the review. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
And
The Rocky Patel one. Oh man, that thing was the Year of the Dragon. Rocky Patel.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Is that the one that Sal gave?
We're almost about to smoke that tonight. But we're going to use, we only have one that was gifted to us, and we're going to share that on New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
There you go.
And what's funny about the conversation about pepper and about notes and all that is everybody's palate's different. So like Hugo could have one and the pepper could just lay him out. Frank might have the same one and be like, I got a little bit of pepper. You know, it's and I've had cigars where I got a 5-pack of them, and one is heavy on pepper, and the next one it's not as heavy. You know, it's It's crazy.
Oh yeah, cigar check, guys.
Oh, I've been done with mine for like 20 minutes.
Mine's done.
Whiskey
I'm so-
check.
Yeah, with that pepper thing too. It's like I've had one that I was out here smoking, and I thought it was kind of bold, and I was like trying to retro, and I could only retro a little bit of it. And she's like, "Oh, let me try." So I was like, here you go. And she's like, I was like, "Be careful, it's a little pepper." It's like, "Oh, it's pretty good. I like it." It's like, "Oh, okay. Well, she can handle it a little bit better." So I was like, "Well, mark it
It's
down."
a
as
taste
one-
buds, man. It's a taste buds. Like some people's taste buds react to it a certain way. Some people's it reacts different. It's crazy. It's crazy how it
is,
works, man.
'cause
And your
when he
palate
was
will change.
smoking- yeah, because when he was smoking the when he first started the street tacos one, for
Mhm.
me at first I could just pick up nothing but pepper, and I was like, oh no, thank you, no thank you. You know, the same with floral notes. I my taste buds, I don't like floral notes. So when I tried all the Crooks ones, I was like, I smoked them,
Okay.
I finished them, but it wasn't something I would smoke again because it's got too much floral. I could pick up too much floral, and I was like, yeah, no, not into it.
Yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
like the Placencia Cosecha 146 because
Yeah,
it has floral notes, and she's like, "I don't like that one."
Okay.
But
Some people can't handle the heavy
149.
floral.
That's the one she liked.
yeah,
and I thought it was
149. I think
pepper.
that one. Yeah, that was.
151 was good. It has a lot of chocolate.
The knuckle sandwich. Which one?
There's 3 of them.
There's a lot. I enjoyed the
and-
Connecticut. I like the Connecticut. I don't know. I've had the 56 too. That one was a little bit on the bolder side for me. I don't know.
I had the chef special Habano. That one was really good.
Okay.
But I guess maybe there's one out there, or maybe wasn't the new one the one that no one liked that was.
That was the chef special, no? The one that
But
Matt
the
Cigar Hot Dog was
the 2024, the new one.
Yeah.
so it's like I'm taking notes.
72 boxes. And Espinosa in general, doesn't Espinosa, all the ones I've had, they all have some pepper, you know, some stronger than others.
Yeah, for sure.
So, worst overwhelming flavor. What do we got there? Which cigar was not that great when you first smoke it, but surprisingly ended with a great note?
So we call those crescendo cigars, where they might not start off very pleasant, but then at the end they get really good.
That was Jake Wyatt Appendix 2. It's like I started that stick, and I was like, I don't think I like it. And then after it got from, even before the first third, it just became a great stick. And I was like, I even told her, I was like, man, I didn't want to like the stick, but it was really good. So now we're kind of Jake Wyatt fans too. So
for me, it was a Dissident. I just had it recently. In fact, that was the one that I forgot what it's called. The plasmatic. Yeah, it started off with a huge like pepper, like burned your whole like sinus and everything, and then it just chilled and it became a really good cigar.
I don't have any on the top of my head I can think of, any recent crescendo cigars, but I have had quite a few where it starts out just like you guys are saying. It starts out like, I don't know how this one's going to go, and then second, third, oh, this is getting better, and final third, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And that's why I usually try to give a cigar, you know,
the full. Yeah.
I don't just, I've had a handful of cigars where first, third get and like, nope. But usually I always try to give it into about the halfway point, you know, before putting it down.
For me, I think trying to think of that Davidoff Grand Cru, the Ademas Finas one, the new one. I think that was a crescendo cigar for me. It started off pretty light, pretty like chill, and then it built up in character. I think that's why I really like that cigar, because at the end it was like really nice, balanced, complex cigar. One of the basins, I'm not sure if it was the regular one or the extra añejo also. That one was really good for me.
That one I will say is like that too. It starts off with a weird flavor up front, and then
Uh-huh.
it mellows out beautifully. Smells like shit, but mellows out beautifully.
It's called Barnyard.
sorry, barnyard or horse shit, whatever you want to call it.
or danky. It's
Thank you.
danky.
Well, isn't that Hugo's backyard with the horses?
Yeah,
I'm immune to it, so it's
it tastes
I-
like home for him.
yeah,
It's like no.
it's pretty normal.
Reminds me of home for some reason.
No.
It's pretty normal. Yeah, man. So many cigars. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like I just freaking forget so many cigars. But yeah, that one. The Psalm Rioja. I think that was a crescendo cigar for me. Started off and then it just got real good at the end.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah, the Psalm Rioja. But yeah, man, so many cigars to smoke still.
Yeah, there's
Exciting.
so many out there. I know, and there's so many coming out, and now we have like the new Davidoff, the Year of the Snake.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that sexy Lancero.
Sounds
I know, dude. I know. When I saw Lancero, I'm like, chinga, my compa's gonna go buy a box. I know it.
I can't right now. I'm kind of.
You say that now, but like 2 weeks later, hey, I bought 2 boxes.
Mail call.
Mail call. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
dude.
Hey, I've got that Martinique. I've got that Lancero.
I heard that
I'm
was
gonna try that.
amazing.
So
It's really good.
I didn't even have the regular
Lancero.
one. I got one of each to try out.
Hell yeah. Hope you like it, man. Let's see what else are they saying. Oh, that's what I was asking. La Colmena 10th is crescendo for you? Okay. I haven't tried that one. I don't even have any. Have you guys tried the new Warped La Colmena 10th? Veronica and Crespin?
Hector sending me one. I haven't gotten it yet.
Hector sent you one?
He's sending me one.
Okay. Cool.
But I haven't even had the OG Gold Menace, and I have both of them, the natural and the I don't know what the other one is. The black honey, and then there's the OG and then the black honey, which you sent me, I think, the black honey.
I sent you the black honey, yeah.
Yeah, and then Peter sent me the OG one. I haven't
Oh,
smoked. I haven't
cool.
smoked, yeah. So I might do like a 3-part series.
Oh
like
yeah,
we did.
definitely do it back to back on that.
Yeah.
Want to see how that goes. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
that'll be sick. Same.
Heck yeah, what else?
And they should have made culebras of the snake. Actually, that would have been a freaking badass culebra with the snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been badass.
They should have, and they would have called it Medusa.
Ah, yes. That's a
Yeah. So what do you guys? I mean, are you guys really planning to do the YouTube? Is that something that's in the works, or what else you guys got going on, other than the cigar dude stuff, like just for yourselves on a personal level with cigars, or
On
Personal.
personal, I think we're going to try and get more content. We have some just regular, cigar accessories that we just want to take some photos of. We just picked up some Zyphys, lighters, and
nice?
and just sort of like beginner stuff. What to
Mhm.
when you first start out and stuff.
Okay.
Just some more little content on that, and then we're going to try and pick up more days on when to make more content on our cigar pairings and stuff. We've been just really busy lately with the Cigar Dudes. It's been podcast, and then on the weekends we've been kind of like busy, and especially right now it's holiday season and stuff. It's kind of we've been going everywhere on the weekends, so it's kind of been hard to just settle down. But we'll be getting those in pretty soon. Hopefully, post them maybe before the end of the year or beginning of the year.
that's awesome.
Nice.
All right. Do you guys have a favorite cut method? Guillotine, V cut, punch yet, or are you still experimenting?
For me, it's just one depends on the cigar.
Okay.
I have gotten to the V cut a lot more. Lanceros, I'll still do a punch because they're small ring gauge.
That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Any
Yeah.
anything bigger too is like had the Asylum 13. You know, it's a pretty big cigar. So I've done the punch 8. You know, double punch on there. For
I've never
'em,
done
but
that.
yes, they're so
Dub-
since there's like the what was it, 7x70, two holes side by side.
yeah,
Um, but
you're gonna have to do that on the punch Year of the Dragon because it's a flat
Yeah.
head. I sent you that one, right?
Oh yeah, the yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can do that one. Okay, cool. Good to know.
and like we have a bunch of those Cigar Bros lighters, and their V cuts are very deep. So we can. I've been liking that, but um, we still have like we were doing like tonight, smaller ring gauge. We still did a perfect cut. Just
Okay, the
simple.
guillotine.
Yeah, guillotine. She was more what you.
I like the punch at first, and then I started to do the V cut mostly on like my really sweet sweet tip cigars because I like the sweetness of it. And with the V cut, I could get more out of it with the V cut than I could with the punch. So I've kind of moved on a little bit just depending on the cigar, on what I'm trying to taste off of it. So, but I haven't like tonight. Yeah, Crispin did the guillotine cut on the ones for tonight, which wasn't too bad.
Okay,
It's like there's
cool.
very seldom that we've done the crown cut on a couple, and let's see what. Like even on torpedoes, I'll do a V cut on some of those. The almost slant.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I do mostly is the V cut, or every now and then like the crown cut is one of my favorites. But I will say that it does bring in more like I have to relight it more so with a crown cut because of the amount of air that goes through, or like even a guillotine, than like a punch or like a small V cut like this. You don't have to light it as much, but all good, all good cut methods for sure.
Yeah, and you'll get more used to whatever you like down the road, But yeah, awesome. So they're saying, how much are you willing to pay for a premium cigar?
That's a tough question, Mel. Thank you.
Yeah.
So far, I paid $30, and that's only because I couldn't find it anywhere else. So
That was a bull, right? The
and
bull.
it was the Andalusian bull. I paid $30 for it, but it was, I drove less than a mile to find it. If I had to travel or go look for it, I would spend money on gas. If I had somebody to ship it to me, I would have to pay for money to ship it to me, even though it's probably $72. I would have to wait for it to come in. So it was a little overpriced, but it was there. So
Yeah, me too.
What about Veronica? She's got her own budget, right? She's got her own cigar budget because she's
have my own cigar
independent.
budget.
INDEP.
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, I think I'm the one that bought you
she did.
I'm the one that bought you the bowl.
Well, the first one I bought.
Yeah, the first one you bought. The second one I bought.
I think girls are more spendy because my fiance, she'll be like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And if I tell her like, "I want this watch," it's like 1,500. She'll if she has it in the bank, she'll go buy it. And me, I'll be like, "Do you really need that? I don't know." You know what I mean? She'll be like, "Hell yeah, I got you." And I'm like, "I don't know. What about this other one? It's like half price. Looks the same."
Crispin will kind of cut me off though because he's like, "We can get like 4 cigars for that," and I'm like, "All right, let's go look for the 4 cigars then." Because I think what did I do the other day? I came home with 6 cigars, and I said, "Here, 2 are yours, the rest are mine."
I love it.
Yeah, it's funny. Do you guys want to answer that question or?
I mean, that's a tough one because, like, I've spent $75 on a cigar just to, try it out. It depends on the cigar. Depends on if I've seen other reviews where I think it's going to be good. You know, I mean, I've jumped out there and just bought some without seeing anything and spent $75-$80, and it's just not that great. So I'm very hesitant nowadays to do that, you know. But like the Atabey Black, I'll go back to the Atabey Black. It's $50. I'm willing to spend that for that one.
Okay.
So,
I think anywhere between 20 and 30 would probably be, if for a premium cigar, if I'm really, really like into it, it would be about that, between that.
Look at this guy saying he's big. Freaking Matt, 10K on a cigar.
I wipe my culo with the Davidoff Auto. Okay, buddy.
Dude, Matt,
Are we sure that's Matt, or is it? That's good.
Oh, it could be
Roger.
I don't know. No. He was gonna hand it off to
Felipe or what?
no to Enzo.
Oh, it could be Enzo. That sounds like an Enzo thing.
Yeah. For me, just probably because, you know, just to try it, I would, if I like Frank said, if it really catches my attention, if I really say like I really want to try a cigar, maybe like up to $100 if I really want to try it, you know.
$100 is not what Frank said, but okay.
No, what I'm saying is like if I really want to try the cigar, like example for you and I, we have channels, and Matt does too. So, you know, there's all these new releases. So obviously we want to stay up with the releases, right? So it's like, all right, well, do I really want to get the cigar? Like for example, the Davidoff the Diademas, it's almost a $60 cigar.
Yeah.
I was probably gonna end up buying that cigar. I was lucky enough, you know, that Sal gave it to me. So I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Now I would buy. Now that I smoked it, I would definitely go buy a box of those cigars. You know, because and then I seen them that sometimes they're like on sale from certain places. You know, so I'm like, all right, cool. Like it's a nice cigar to have, like once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
like I really enjoyed the Etafal, which again I don't know if I'd pay for it. I'm glad you gave it to me, compa. I appreciate that a lot, because that was one of the best cigars I think I've had.
yeah, see,
But I don't know, at $69 or $70 for a cigar, I was like, it hurts a little bit. My codo hurts.
but those were cigars like the Etafal. Like, you know, I bought them in the beginning of the year. You know, I gave some out. I smoked one for Father's Day, and you know, I still got 6. So you know, those are gonna go a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I hope that I'm able to kind of refill my box at some point. Like I could, you know, like we saw that deal last time. These guys picked up a few for the same price that I got the box for.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you know, I was just buying other stuff. So I was like, nah, I don't need to refill it right now. You know, but at some point, you know, I will.
Yeah. 169 for a Cuban? Please don't. No, please don't.
Especially if it's a regular production one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll find them somewhere else.
Yeah. So yeah.
But this has been a really great episode, by the way, guys. Like I've had a good time here, and we've been catching up with the chat, which is good. But I what do you guys think? Yeah, I think we should
yeah, we'll go ahead and
close things out.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to plug in for the upcoming
Frank,
weeks? What you guys got going on?
What?
Frank, what you got coming up?
I fell behind on this week for the craft cigars, so I should be posting an episode tomorrow. I'm still doing that. I'm still doing the craft newer brand reviews, and just continuing on with the Stogey podcast. It's been great. We have good episodes, and we have really some good guests coming on. So, I mean, again, y'all, Crespin, Veronica, thank you so much for joining, and I know it's fun. It's good to talk to you guys, because I've talked to y'all before, like at the lounge, but it's good to have other questions asked to you guys, because when we went to Cigars International, I mean, we can only ask so many questions, and I forget sometimes, and we're just enjoying our time there. But thank you guys again so much for taking time out of your day and joining us. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, we did. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So
Veronica,
do you
Crespin?
guys have anything coming up? Any video releases other than I know you guys are on the Cigar Dudes sometimes, or actually every week, right? um, when is the first pairing, the first couples review gonna come out? Is what we
Well,
want to hear, pretty
hopefully,
much.
yeah, we'll let you know, and you can tell somebody whenever. But
Tag us for sure.
hopefully soon.
Okay, cool.
We'll get a day out. We'll probably just do one and stick it out before the end of the year, and then get used to it, because we haven't done one before. So hopefully,
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
it'll be fun.
Oh, for sure.
bro.
Once you get that first one down, it's gonna be like
hell yeah,
every
bro.
cigar. Now you're gonna be like, hey, you know what? We need to do a review on this.
Mm.
Yeah.
It becomes an addiction.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And
Hugo,
Matt,
what
what do you
about you?
got?
What do you got coming up?
Me?
Oh, me? Okay,
I got. Okay, wait. Who? Hey, wait a minute.
You go.
Pick a number.
You go. Hugo, you go. What you got?
I got my regular drop Saturday. Actually, rewind. I got my
Friday.
TGIF live on Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Not sure what I'm gonna smoke yet, but Saturday I'm dropping the Extra Añejo, CAO. And then next week, I should be able to drop the whole Cuban series. I've smoked 5 Coronas, different brands,
Nice.
and gonna rate them, obviously. So
Oh,
got
nice.
that in the works. And I just want to say, Frank, your sister is cool, man. She knows about fucking Cubans. She's like,
She does her research. Let's put it that way. She's
Bro.
yeah, she's cool. Yeah, she does definitely for sure.
and she had mentioned that she does have Instagram and she wants to be on the show. So we're gonna get her on.
She does, and she does like tarot readings and all that stuff. So
Oh,
Ooh.
hey, can she
Yeah.
do it virtually?
yeah, I think she
What
does
the
that.
heck?
Yeah, that's her biggest thing. Like she does a lot of like the virtual
It'll be a
tarot
second
stuff.
roast for Frank.
Yeah, no, I know. She's like, hey,
Mystical.
can I read your cards? I'm like, no, I just, if I'm gonna die, it's rather I want to die, whatever. My luck, I'm gonna get the shitty cards of the worst cards ever.
Yeah, what do you do? So for me, I've got Davidoff Late Hour. I just got to finish editing, and then I have a Ferio Tego Timeless that I got to edit and get out. So it's just getting the time to finish it up. So I got those coming up, and then I've got Martinique I want to review, and then Frank sent me a bunch of stuff. So a lot of stuff I hadn't had I want to review as well. So a lot of stuff that will be coming up, but next week.
Just make sure you hold off on the domain one too, because the domain one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that guy on as well eventually. So.
Yep, I'm gonna hold that off to the side. But yeah, Davidoff Late Hour and Timeless should be coming up next week, hopefully. So that's what I got, and I think that's a wrap, guys. This was a great show. Again, just like Frank said, Veronica, Crespin, thank you guys for taking time out of your evening to join us. It's been great getting to know you a little bit better, and we're excited for what's coming up. So
Definitely.
I think that's all we got. Everybody in the chat too, and those watching this on the rewatch, thank you for taking the time to watch it. Please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you for having
Have
us.
a good night, everybody.
Peace.
Good night.